everyone, welcome to NeethuOnStage. In today's NeethuOnStage, I'm answering the most wanted question you all have. This is the most wanted question which I have received from the start of this financial year. So, what is that question? This question is about Neetu, in my office, they are asking which tax regime I need to follow. What should I tell? They are asking, like, if not reply, they will take the default tax regime. So, what is the default tax regime? So, from this new financial year, from this April to next March 2024, the default regime will be the new tax regime. Okay, and if you want to opt for all tax regime, you should specifically opt it. By default, you will be falling under the new tax regime. So if your office is calculating, if your company is deducting TDS and all, if you are not declaring it to all tax regime, by default they will be calculating it according to the new tax regime. As you all know, new tax regime is the regime which is having no deductions at all available, like 80cc 80 sections and all, right? So all tax regime has got so many deductions, but in new tax regime you won't be getting those deduction benefits. Okay, but there is a difference in the tax slab rates. So so i so i have answered your question. So default regime will be the new tax regime. If you want to opt to the all tax regime, you should intimate your office well in advance. The next question which I get frequently is which regime to be followed, new or old. See, which regime to be followed, new or old, it totally depends upon your earnings. Not only your earnings, it also depends upon how much deductions you can take. Suppose if you are a person who's earning XYZ amount, and if you have a deductions less than 1,50,000, then I will tell it's better to choose for the new tax regime. Anyway, you don't have any option for deduction, so you can go for the new tax regime. But if you are a person who is having XYZ salary income, and you have got a certain amount of more than 1,50,000 or 2 lakhs or more than that deductions, then we need to study your income chart in the sense your total income and your deductions available. We need to study, then only I can suggest you which tax regime you can follow. So it's, I cannot made it to a tailor made process, right? It depends upon an individual's deduction available capability and the total earnings. So basically what I can suggest is, if you're earning XYZ amount, and if your deduction is qualifying below 1,50,000 and all, or if you don't have any deduction at all, you don't have any deduction related insurance or medical expenses, etc., etc., loan, housing loan and all, so you don't have any deduction, so you can go for the new tax regime, which will be more beneficial. But if you have a deduction which is more than 1,50,000, then we need to sit and study your total income and your deduction eligibility, then only we can suggest on your tax regime, beneficial tax regime. The next question is, people are asking me, how often can we switch? Yes, for salaried person, there is no restriction on switching from old to new and new to old. Okay, at the even in office you declared I'm following new tax regime, but at the time of filing, you can change it to old tax regime. There is no restriction, unlimited you can do as of the rules which are prevailing now. Okay, but if you're a business person, there is a restriction on one time. That means so currently you will be following one, right, old tax regime, then you can one time you can switch for new tax regime, then again one more time you can switch. After that you should follow that as a default regime. Okay, that is there is a restriction business person, but as of a salaried person you don't have any restrictions. So I hope I have cleared your doubts on new tax regime and old tax regime. So share this video with your friends, those you care and relate, not only friends, relatives also. So, and one more thing, do subscribe to NeethuOnStage on YouTube and Instagram. So follow NeethuOnStage for more updates. Stay happy. Bye bye.